What's up? What's happening? What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Wool Shed in Dublin, Ireland. It's this awesome sports bar that has a American room. So I figure, hey, now that I'm in Ireland and in Spain and just kind of traveling the world for the next couple months, I need to find some pretty cool places. And this is a great place to be in Europe talking about American sports. You got a bunch of logos over here, you got a cool wall over here, and then you've got some other stuff. For the next month, I'm gonna be shooting straight out of here, drinking a pint of Guinness, and of course, talking about American sports. Today, as we have logos behind us, we're talking about 10 teams that should never change their logos. The Los Angeles Lakers. The purple and gold makes up an iconic logo and an iconic team for all of basketball. Some of the greatest players of all time have donned that logo. Magic Johnson, Kobe Bryant. They've remained the same since they moved to Los Angeles, and it's synonymous with NBA history. Listen, it's too old, too historic of a franchise to ever, even if they wanted to, go through any sort of logo change. The Minnesota Vikings. The Vikings, I actually am looking at it right over here. It's a great logo. It's the Norseman's logo, and the purple and yellow, again, I guess we're on a purple and yellow run to start it off. They go together really well. It's synonymous with the state of Minnesota. It was a guy named Carl Hubenthal who designed the logo, and Scandinavia is a really big part of Minnesota's history, so keep that Viking in the logo, don't ever change the name, and maybe one day you'll actually win a Super Bowl. The Montreal Canadiens. The franchise is over a century old. They have 24 Stanley Cups, and it's probably, I'd say the most iconic hockey franchise. The C and H have been around since 1917. I didn't really know what it meant, but actually the H stands for hockey, so I guess Canadiens hockey? Sure. But either way, whether people know what the logo means or not, people know that it's all about the Canadiens, and it should be kept that way. The Chicago Bulls. This is created by a guy named Dean Wessel. He never actually received payment for it, but he was an advertising designer that made his logo for a friend who was a Little League coach. Somehow, it turned into one of the most iconic logos in the NBA and all of sports. When I say somehow, I really know why. Michael Jordan, 6 NBA championships in the decade. Fans always think of MJ when they see it. Fans will always think of the Bulls' iconic run in the 90s, and the Bulls will never be able to escape that glory, nor should they want to. The Kansas Jayhawks. The Jayhawk fighters actually were a troop that fought to end slavery in the Civil War. The team was adopted in 1849, and it was, again, paying homage to the Kansas area soldiers who fought on the Union side in the Civil War. So that in itself makes it extremely meaningful, extremely historic, and all around just probably really, really cool. That being said, Kansas is one of the NCAA's best basketball programs and has been for a very, very long time. The logo means a lot, and Kansas means a lot to its state. The University of. You get what I'm saying. The Boston Celtics has to be the most iconic NBA franchise, the most NBA championships. You got the lucky leprechaun uniforms, and they've been around since the 1960s. Boston, as we're in Ireland, has the largest population of Irish people in the United States. As I walk around Dublin, I'm like, wow, this feels a lot like Boston. So, hey, it works perfectly with the town. Gritty, cool town, and there's no reason the Celtics should ever be changing their logo. The Detroit Red Wings. The franchise was originally based in Victoria, British Columbia, but then the team moved to Detroit and named themselves the Red Wings in 1932. They're part of the original 6 teams. The winged wheel logo has remained since their inception in Detroit, and there's really been no massive changes whatsoever. So if you're that long in a league, right? You're a team for that long, you almost don't have the choice, especially when it commemorates Detroit's automobile industry as much as, no. I mean, even everybody. Tupac wore that logo. Dallas Cowboys. Okay, so this one's self-explanatory. It's the Lone Star State. The star represents Texas, and it represents the Cowboys, and it represents T.O. trying to make his move on it. It's been there all since 1964. The Cowboys have become America's team, or they were in the 70s and 90s. Listen, that star, I think you can go around the entire world and everybody would know what it is. So you can't change it. The New York Yankees. Okay, this is one that you literally go all around the world and you would know. Actually, or maybe it's just become such a fashion symbol that people don't know it anymore, but some of the greatest baseball players in the entire world, Yogi Berra, Mickey Mantle, Joe DiMaggio, Babe Ruth, all these guys, Derek Jeter. The list goes on and on and on. Tino Martinez, my favorite baseball player as a kid. The New York logo and the pinstripes. There's nothing more iconic in sports than that, and it will never be changed. The Pittsburgh Steelers. This one's been used since 1962. It's 3 asteroids. It stands for steel lightens your work, brightens your leisure, and widens your world. Pretty cool. Yellow is coal, blue is for scrap steel, and orange is iron ore. So hey, that's really cool. And I didn't know that until I started researching a little bit about it. And then that makes this logo, it's actually right over there, makes it a little bit cooler. And I wish that everybody knew that, but I guess that's why I'm here. Don't change it, Pittsburgh, because hey, that's important. That's important to your city's heritage. What other logo should never be changed? I know there are a bunch of them, and I know I'm in Europe talking about American sports, and that's kind of strange, but hey, here we are. If you like this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button, make sure to hit the like button. Again, Woolshed, I'll be here a whole month. You're just gonna see in videos less and less Guinness being in this glass because I don't work on continuity because this is YouTube. Have a good day.